Good morning, Queen Creek. It's Captain Greg Lugo with the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, District 6, Queen Creek. Today we're going to be doing the virtual ice cream social while I enjoy some ice cream from Delicious Desserts right here in Queen Creek in the area of Ellsworth Loop in Victoria. So don't hesitate to stop by and enjoy some delicious desserts there while with the summer heat going on here in the town. So we're here at the law enforcement building, the law enforcement chamber and community chambers. Right here at across from the post office in downtown Queen Creek, and we're going to give you a quick little tour of our building today. Stop by, see who's here in the building working, and say hello to them. Talk about some of the different programs that the Sheriff's Office offers here as providing law enforcement services. So let's go. Let's take a look. Of course, we have our lobby here that is open to the public. So if you ever need anything or have questions or services, come on by. And our wonderful staff here will assist you with whatever needs you might have. So we have Melanie here and Tina, one of our administrative staff members. So Tina, you got a second for us?
Absolutely.
Hey, can you just tell us a little bit about what you do here in Queen Creek District 6?
So I am an administrative operations specialist. A couple of things that I take care of are the patrol vacation watch requests that residents can submit online at queencreek.org. Once that data gets in, then I will map it for the proper beat and then distribute to patrol sergeants. Another aspect of what I do is the patrol vehicles. I will make sure that any issues that come up, that the cars are transported to the shop for repair, and supplies for the vehicles are taken care of and stocked. Another item that I take care of is the prescription drug drop-off box. So when residents can drop off old or unused prescriptions, then I will box those up and then we send them out for proper disposal.
Okay, wonderful. Do you know any other programs off the top of your head that you help coordinate with the town?
So we still do have the medical alert program and residents with special needs, whether it be asthma, Alzheimer's, those residents can sign up for that information as well. They'll get an ID tag, and they're on a national register with that. It's currently free to any residents. Aside from that, there's just an abundance of administrative reports that I do and things like that.
Wonderful. Well, thanks so much for giving us a few moments of your time. We know that the administrative and non-sworn staff here in the district does actually, we like to say, keeps the wheels moving. Keeps the wheels moving.
Bye. Have a good day.
So thank you. So we're going to continue right down here to show us a little bit about our building. We'll come right in here to our report writing stations for our deputies. While they do have computers in their car, we're going to show you a car a little bit later here. They do, on occasion, more complex report, something of that nature. We need to come in here out of the heat for a few minutes and write a report, impound some evidence. This is the location to do that. So also right in here is going to be our briefing room or squad room where they do conduct some daily briefings with before the squads go out on the street to exchange information and make sure that everybody knows of any changes, any new developments in the town, or reference any law enforcement issue, or if we have to have any staff meetings. That's the place to do it. So we're going to come this way. You're going to notice a couple interview rooms. We're going to take a back look there in a second on those. And we're going to come down the hallway here to our detectives, where our investigators are at, and see what's going on down here. Well, there's Sergeant McDougal, our detective sergeant. And look, we got Dylan Flanders here, our crime analyst. Dylan, how you doing? Can we take a second of your time?
Wonderful, absolutely.
Okay, hey, tell us a little bit about what it is you do here in Queen Creek.
Yeah, I'm the criminal intelligence analyst, so I handle a lot of the behind the desk stuff to help out. So I help the detectives find bad guys online, look up their criminal records, look up police reports, stuff like that. And I also help the captain out and the town out with crime statistics and traffic statistics. So I'm the data guy that helps catch bad guys from time to time.
Okay, so there's another, like I said before, the administrative staff keeping the wheels moving for us and helping support us. And when we're talking about data and those kinds of things, that's where I want to point out. You notice these orange stickers that several of our staff are wearing. But that's, of course, just a reminder to participate and complete your census paperwork, because it basically helps all our residents, helps your community in the long run. So please take a few moments to make sure you complete the census. We have Detective Klingesmith here, one of our detectives in Queen Creek.
Hi, I'm Detective Klingesmith, one of the few detectives assigned here in Queen Creek. Just a brief description of what our job is here. We basically get assigned the cases that the patrol deputies can't fulfill in a timely manner, or cases that require further investigation, more severe cases, and we address those and do our best to get them all solved to better protect the community.
Okay. Hey, thank you so much, Detective. We're gonna get out of your way so you can go back to your right detecting. Notice all his work. He's got a lot of paperwork there on his desk, and those cases can get complex and can need some serious investigative attention. A lot of people don't realize that many of those cases that we work, there's a whole paperwork aspect to them that goes on behind the scenes. It's not just all the stuff you see on TV. Cases aren't solved in 45 minutes like you see on TV. Just a quick look at one of our, I talked about the interview rooms. So this is just like you see on TV, the one-way glass where we could see into some of the interview rooms, what's going on, monitoring an interview of a suspect or perpetrator or even a victim as well. So don't feel bad if this is your first visit to a police station. This side of the building, it's not that big of a deal if you've been in this side of the building. We want to take an opportunity. We have a wonderful facility here to help serve the residents in the town of Queen Creek. So now is going to be the area that maybe you don't want to visit on occasion or frequently. So our holding area, or some often referred to as our jail. While we don't have an actual jail here in the substation, we do have a holding area. So this holding area is the location where we process somebody that we have to take to jail. So my deputies, this provides an opportunity to do the necessary paperwork and that kind of thing. And then of course we'll come in here to our DUI room, is what we call it. So the infamous, you always hear about the breath test. We have an intoxilizer right here to do the breath test for those DUI investigations. And also a chair, it looks like a medical chair. It's our phlebotomy chair, so that's where we do blood draws for DUI investigations for those impaired drivers to make sure everybody's safe on the roads. We're going to head on to our selling part. Oh, look, it's Deputy Bob. Deputy Bob, how are you doing?
Good, sir.
Can you take us a minute, just or two, and tell us a little bit about what you do here?
I'm Deputy Bob in the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, so I'm the same as a police officer except a different title. It's a deputy sheriff, so we work out in counties and towns, not cities. So that's the only difference. And so I'll just give you a quick tour of the patrol vehicle here. So we have a 2017 Ford Explorer. It gets 0 to 60 pretty quick. We can catch up to most sports cars if we need to. So I'm going to give you a quick tour. So out here we have our Tough Book laptop. It has our dispatch system and all our forms that we need. So it basically just tells us what's going on today, where we need to go, who we need help, things like that. And out here we have our lights and emergency lights and sirens, and we have our little switchboard here. That's how we turn it on. Just turn it on right there. It's a little loud, so be careful. And then we have up here we have so for nighttime we have our little spotlight, so it helps us see when it gets dark. That helps a lot. And then so that's pretty much it for our patrol vehicle. I definitely bring lots of water in the summer, some healthy snacks, of course. I personally go with blueberries. And then what we usually do, and we give a tour of the back.
Yeah, let's just take a quick look at the back seat. Hopefully you haven't seen this before. That's why we're giving you a tour. Yeah. So this is of course the back seat where we have to, but sometimes, Deputy Vaught, you do have to offer people courtesy rides or that kind of thing to help out residents. You mentioned the water, especially in the heat. So we really appreciate that and appreciate all that you do out there on the streets and keeping us safe. So thank you, Deputy Vaught. Hey, just I want to point out once again how he has the census sticker as well. So anytime you see Deputy Vaught, if you haven't seen him out on the street, please do not hesitate to wave, say hello, that kind of thing. He's out there to protect and serve as well as all our other deputies with whatever the residents in the community need. So Nowadays, there's a lot less paperwork and a lot more computerized things going on in the vehicles. So, once again,
What's a sally port?
what's a sally port? Well, a sally port is what we're in right now. So really, it's an enclosed area where it allows us to drive in when we have a suspect or somebody in custody that's in the backseat of the car, so that we can pull in and be safe as we disembark them from the vehicle and process them. So it's another level of safety so that they can't escape or run away or do anything like that. So it also gives us at least some protection from the heat. It is a little humid in here right now, but gives us some protection from the heat and the elements as well. So, go ahead.
What's the vehicle behind you?
The vehicle behind me is one of our ATVs that we utilize. We do use these in the trails. You might have seen them. You might have seen us out on some of the special events and that kind of thing. So this allows us to assist the community with whatever law enforcement needs are in an off-road location, Queen Creek Wash, Sunoki Wash, and even in some of the parks and trails. It can maneuver a lot easier around some of the areas in the town rather than a large Ford Expedition. Okay, so thank you so much for taking a few moments of your time this morning to participate in the virtual ice cream social. We really wish we could see you and meet you in person. Maybe next time we won't be able to do that, and look forward to interacting with you in the community. So just I want to remind you, make sure we do everything possible to, number one, participate in the census for everybody, but also to keep our community safe. And don't hesitate to call if you're ever in need of assistance in any manner. And always make sure on our roadways, please, I like to stress the importance of, a lot of people get into a comfort zone, but just make sure you're driving safe, patient, and always drive to arrive here in the town of Queen Creek. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and try to stay cool with some of that delicious desserts ice cream.